Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we have another update on the Ride JBI 2023 KTM 450SXF R&D bike build. The black plastics have been on back order for quite some time. So one of our customers, that is a auto body painter, offered to paint our OEM plastics black. So we took him up on that. And it came out pretty bitchin'. Now we will be putting decals on top of this, so the front fender has a couple spots, but hey, they did it for free $99. They did it over the weekend, so I'm not going to complain one bit. Actually pretty stoked on how it turned out. At quick glance, you would think they're just new black plastics on the bike. So we got all the plastics back installed on the bike, got the front wheel back on. Can no longer see our beautiful gold coated axle that we had done, except if you look on the side here. I think I'm gonna leave off the cap that they usually put on these axles. I get a little mud and dirt will accumulate over time, so I'll have to keep that cleaned out. But I think it just looks cool with that. We already got the plastics, we already have the decals already printed up. Aeromoto did those for us. They are just a few buildings over from us, walking distance. So we will be heading over there sometime. And one of our friends / their employees, Jake Haygood, will be throwing these graphics on for us. What's up, YouTube? So I'm pumped. It's been quite a wet winter this past month and a half here in California. And the riding conditions have been awesome, and I have been patiently waiting and watching as everybody else is having fun. So now I'm excited to soon be joining them. There's a few things that we do have left. The handlebar mounts are off at anodized. Those were originally silver, so I sent those out along with the steering stem nut right here. We sent that out to be anodized black as well. So we are waiting on the return of that. So yeah, waiting on this new seat cover or new seat. Our handlebar mounts, which may be done this week. And then we just have to bolt up our new link, which I'll show you guys what we got for that. Oh, also the JBI titanium subframe bolts are now complete. We've had these lower subframe bolts for a couple months now. And now we have the upper subframe bolts. We have these in gold and rainbow. One thing I really wanted was these bolts to fit really precise inside this plastic, but also not squeeze it too much. So the OD fitment going into the hole is more precise, so it prevents the plastic from moving this way, but the bolt isn't squeezing the plastic as much this way, so it's not flattening out the plastic and making the hole grow bigger. So much more nice, tighter fit or precise fit on these, so pumped on those. Small little detail. And continuing with the black theme and gold bolts, we went with the Luxon adjustable link arm. I will show you guys that. We got that hiding up over here. Oh, here we go, right here. So let's bring that out up front. Here's the Luxon adjustable linkage or link arm that we will be utilizing. And then different inserts go inside of here. And I'll show you what those guys look like. Let's go grab those. This is the Ride JBI office. If you've never been in before, when you first walk in the door, this is what you would see. We got some curtains because in the summertime, in the afternoon, the sun just blazes through here and it gets this room really hot. So, good way to block out the sun and get a little bit of privacy. Anyhow, up here we got some cone valve forks that we're working on. These are my personal ones and hopefully be done soon. We've been working on them for, well, we've owned them for a couple years, but only recently started working on them. And these match the forks that are on the bike in terms of the color aesthetic. Brown upper tubes, black lower tubes. Oh, cool. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So here's, you gotta make one trip, or more than one trip. These are the adapters that go inside of our link. And you can see that they have them marked as well, number of dots. So these help identify which adapter you're going to use and what it's going to do. So the cool thing about these is with all the different sizes available, and we bought the additional adjustment package. So this link comes with a few different spacers for different lengths, and they also offer additional package on top of that. So that way you have even more options, and we went ahead with that. So I love that it was black. I love the adjuster spacers are gold, because that definitely goes with what we're doing. So to start out, we'll be utilizing this link in the stock length. Reason being is that matches most of the testing we've done so far, and we're not really looking to change, let's say, the chassis of the bike quite yet. We really want to focus solely on the suspension settings first before doing that. So after we have exhausted all the suspension settings that we feel like make sense, we will then also be trying some different linkage lengths on this bike and seeing how the bike responds handling wise and also suspension wise. So to give you a little demo, let's take this. Awesome. So it sits up like this. You would grab the one you want, drop it in here, and that's going to offset this hole either forward or back, depending on the offset you're trying to get. Again, we will be utilizing this stock one for quite a while and maintaining using that, but we love that we now have an option for changing it. And when we do that, we will be sharing our findings and results with people on the suspension tuning video series that we have on the KTMs. So this will look bitchin' once all bolted up. Be getting that done fairly soon, and then we'll have a complete rolling bike. Only waiting on putting on the graphics, bar mounts, and black seat. But hey, once our link is on, once we've got graphics and that bar mounts are on. All right, guys, well, thank you for watching the video and keeping up to date as we do this build. We are in the final stages now of the build, and then it gets to the funner part, which is riding and testing suspension settings. Because that is what we do here at Ride JBI. We test, tune, and develop. All right, guys, all JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.